What up, people? What up, people? I always gotta pay attention to the fact that the pre-recorded thing is gonna go. So when I'm looking down, this is me setting up the stuff for the live shit. So all you people that's watching now that's wondering what the fuck is the opening thing, well, you're not supposed to see that. You're supposed to be here, coming in the room now, where you will see that boom, I'm typing something. I'm typing information for the people. It's there in the comments. And they see it. And I'm going to pin that comment to make sure people know where they can find me. Where they can find more. Where they can find everything they need to know, baby. It's Unpopular Opinions. It's Thursday night. I'm energetic. You should be too, man. You should be too. And I had to put this on. Because today, we halfway through it, y'all. Like, we're at day like 187, day 189 in the year, or whatever. Making our way through 2020, pandemic style. Most of y'all never did it like this before, have you? Of course not. So, how do you keep your spirits up when you come here and listen to me and Conrad and Cisco as we rant off unpopular opinions? Tonight's show is brought to you by nobody, but that would be dope. If I had a sponsor, I would place them in right there as the music was going off. Like, I'm getting good at broadcasting. I hope people understand that that's what we're doing here, right? Like, you're witnessing the birth of probably would be one of the greatest late night talk shows ever, and this is exactly how it started. So I want to make sure, if you're watching this right now, make sure you share this shit. Share this shit with somebody. Let them know what we're putting together over here. Let them know what this brainchild is that me and Conrad are firing off. Conrad, how you doing, man?
Dave, I'm doing good. Reporting last day from the bayou. I'm getting the fuck out of here on Sunday. It's back to the East Coast. I've had enough. The mosquitoes, the rats, the humidity. No, I'm having a good time down here, but it's time to go. It's
last
time
day
to go,
on
man.
location. Oh, my God. I hope this doesn't end for you the same way it did Matt Lauer, because Matt used to have a segment like this where he was traveling around the world doing his thing. Remember that? He's wearing the world as Matt Lauer. He was their man on the street.
And then what do you do? He'd pull his cock out on somebody or something like that?
I think he crushed some puss that he wasn't supposed to. A lot of it. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like I don't pay attention to too much of that stuff, but it gets out there. I think he had like buttons in his office to make sure, which, you know, that's always weird that, like, when you got buttons in your office, why aren't we looking at, like, who built that? You know what
true.
I mean? We're never looking at, well, who built these buttons? Who is the person that even showed him that was a thing? You know?
That's funny. You think there's a company for perverts that does that?
Oh, yeah. There's companies that rich people have access to that poor people like you and me would never even know existed. You don't know who to call to get a panic room, do you? Huh?
No.
You don't just go down to the Bass Pro Shop and build a panic room. There's a specific company that does that.
No, you know what I do? I go to the Home Depot and I find the creepiest guy I can find, and I pull him aside and I say, "Panic room," and he goes, "I know exactly what you're talking about. Follow me."
Right. And the crazy thing is, a lot of people always look at a panic room as like, oh, well, it makes sense for like the pandemic. What if there's going to be a zombie apocalypse? What if there's going to be something like that? You saw The Purge. Yeah, in theory, that's a good reason to have a panic room. But we know that's why nobody's building it. People are building it for one thing, thing only, to go be perverted privately.
Right.
Privately.
You know what's funny, dude? I don't need a panic room. Like, I said this before this whole pandemic, because I saw a movie like about the apocalypse, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna store up and we're gonna do this, and if the apocalypse comes, we're gonna live in this and we're gonna eat this. I was like, dude, my life is barely okay right now. So if it gets any worse, I don't want to live a life post-apocalypse. Like, I barely like this. You know what I mean? Like,
well, here's the crazy thing even about this, right? You can eat every day, right? You can sleep every day. You can work. You can function. But what is the one thing that usually fucks with men? If that's everything else is there, but the thing that fucks up when they can't get it in life.
You can't chase tail, man. That's the death of us.
Exactly. When a guy is not getting laid, a guy can be making $250,000 a year working for NASA, working for some big corporation. He eats every day, usually overweight. But
Right.
those are the guys that are hanging around the bridge and tunnel. And those are the guys that are ordering the escorts. Like, sex is a big, big factor.
It's the
And
only thing we got left. It's the only red button that goes in our brain every day. Beep, 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 beep,
yeah,
beep, beep, beep,
yeah.
beep.
And the
Yeah.
crazy thing about it is, it's a thing you're not supposed to have. So if you want to keep that $400,000 a year job, you're going to need a panic room.
Right.
If you're going to keep that, that $700,000 empire that you built, or that million, you're going to need a VPN.
Right. Yeah. It is kind of funny how we always have to pretend like we're not out trying to procreate or go through the motions of procreation, right? It's like, like artists and stuff like that. It's like, why'd you paint that? Why'd you spend so much time painting? And the answer to all that is like, dude, I'm trying to get laid. Let me get laid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all about that, but you got to pretend like it's not. So
right. Like, and I think the corporations that like cater to that, they're the people that are honest, man. Can we talk about how, and we're going to get to our topics. I know we're just kind of going off on a tangent, which I told you we were going to find that energy.
Topics.
I told you we were going to find that energy. Can we talk about how beautiful the people who work in marketing are? With their level of honesty, I know what makes you go, and I'm going to push that button. Aunt Jemima, racist character, I know, but I know you love it.
Yeah, I mean,
trust me, we're gonna sell so much fucking pancake syrup.
because we long for those days when we had what would they call it? What's that non-racist?
Mammy. The mammy,
right?
yes.
Can
that's
I say
the
that?
reason why I was on there. I think you can, like, for the rest of the year. Someone will probably cancel that in 2021.
But like, don't we all long for the days where we had like a nanny or mammy, somebody who would comfort us when our mother wasn't there, and someone who would make us pancakes, and someone who would pat us on the head and say it's going to be all right. You know what I mean? That didn't have to discipline us. She was only there for comfort, and they took it away from us.
Yeah, marketing is all about catering to that thing that makes you go, like, whatever it is. If it makes you go, and that's what
I will say this: marketing is for weak people, like the people that it really hooks into.
Yeah, dude. My good friend, yours too, Derek Gaines, does a great bit about the Popeyes commercials and how horribly offensive these commercials are, right? And the reality was, what they knew exactly what we need to pay attention. You listen to a black radio station, everyone in the commercials is talking like how I'm talking right now. Yeah, damn it, get down, the sales are gonna. That's all poor black people respond to.
Yeah.
Poor people respond to being yelled at and hurtled and cattled in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess the poor whites too. Get down here, Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Clearance, 50% off. Jenko jeans, gotta go, 25% off.
No one's doing a fucking Purple Label commercial like that. You've never seen Ralph Lauren advertise his shit like that because he knows that don't appeal to those people.
They're quiet. Rich people are quiet.
Because they're creepy.
Yeah, and they don't want people to know that they're rich. Like, you see these commercials sometimes and you think, is my sound on? Like a Calvin Klein commercial. You're like,
right.
Turn up the volume. It's like, no, just like black and white photography and like fucking weird people being real quiet about it.
Yeah. Dude, here's the thing, and anyone who's ever dealt with children, like having your own children, especially being in a household with multiple children, you will know the quiet ones are the ones that they scare you to death because you don't know what the fuck they're doing. The loud one that's in the back banging, okay, I know exactly where that one is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Easy to keep an eye on.
And your ears on. You don't even need to keep an eye on them. You just
don't
listen.
even. Yeah, you can hear if something's wrong because they will outburst. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they know that about that characteristic, and they cater to it. But I'm telling you, man, I've been listening to some articles, and I know about some of the companies, but I don't remember the names because I'm not on that income level yet to even shop for that stuff. But yeah, there's some luxury brands and some luxury companies that, they don't care about us.
You ever see a Rolls-Royce commercial? They're so quiet they don't even exist. Dave, you know what's funny too? I didn't know when to slip this in, but dude, white people cannot pull off bucket hats. How about that? Not even no.
Ooh.
There is no way, and I think that's why it's the black community is embracing it so much because they know that white people can't take it from them because it's immediately Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
Right?
he fucked it up, dude.
He fucked it
Gilligan
up.
fucked up the bucket hat for white dudes.
Yep.
Shit,
And I didn't even
like,
watch that show, but you just know who Gilligan is.
and you know he was a fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked up the hat. That's like how Hitler fucked up the mustache. You know what I mean? No one wants to have that mustache
Michael
anymore.
Jordan took it though. He said, let me. I bet you I can make that happen."
He might have been cool enough to do it. Maybe you're cool enough to do it. Do you think you could try a bucket hat and see?
You know what? I will. I would love a bucket hat.
You're gonna look like you're gonna look like a redneck.
I'm gonna look like a fucking literally a dildo. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna look like I have a cockhead.
Can a white guy? So
Maybe if
what look does a white
side.
guy have to be? Because clearly you can't be clean shaven because that's when you're gonna look penis like. But shag, like if you're shaggy, then you just look like a pothead.
I gotta go, Dave. I gotta go with my look, and I'm not trying. I can't fight it. I've tried to fight it. I'm evil stockbroker, and what do you want from me? That's what it is now. I'm on the come up. I'm on the J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs ladder to power, and that's all it is. And I'm not trying to change it or look cool. I'm like, this is what I look like, and I embrace it. I lean right into it.
You'd look like a disabled mushroom.
That's funny. What's a disabled mushroom?
I know. Anytime you just throw retarded or disabled in front of it, he didn't want to write retarded, so he said disabled. But
yeah,
that was like an easy snapback.
I can accept. I accept that.
Beach bums, yeah, man. So I wonder about that. Maybe Matthew McConaughey. Like, is there a white guy? Mac Miller used to wear a lot of bucket hats.
Yeah, I mean, where's he right now?
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's what I thought, Dave. That's what I thought.
Unpopular opinions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. Let's get into the first topic, man. Bars are closed. And what I mean by that is, for outdoor or for indoor, consumption of alcohol.
Right.
And, outdoor drinking is good for spring, May, June, April when
fall
it first
even.
breaks. Yeah. But now we're in July, headed into August, the thick of the shit, the hottest.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to head indoors, man.
Yeah, and how do we do that?
Yeah, because we can't drink indoors, so we got to start drinking somewhere else, people. Talk to me. Where can we take our six-packs this summer, man?
Last time I checked, malls are open, right? Last time I checked, women love to shop in malls, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. You got to hit up the Sephora with your Miller Lite six-pack, and you hang out in there. You post up, have a couple sips, hang out by the racks, and you just start hollering at people.
I love it because I think this could really work. If we get brown paper bags and just sit in the food court of the mall and just hang out.
Yep.
Buy a little something every now and again. Security can't get mad.
Right.
I got a brown paper bag, so what I'm drinking? Like, what the fuck, son? It's real crime. It's looting going on down there. They looting over there.
and people having a good time. You know who that piques their interest? Women. Ooh, good time. What's going on over there? Yeah, we got some drinks for you over here. Come on over, take a seat. You like orange chicken? We got some of that too. Appetizers, bar food.
You hanging out by the fucking fountain with bitches?
Yeah.
We're gonna turn the mall into the neighborhood park.
That's right.
I love it because it's gonna go down, but I just love the concept of how far, like for what neighborhood parks have become. I love the concept of turning the mall into that. Like eventually it's just heroin addicts hanging out by the fountain.
Free air conditioning, right?
But you will successfully consolidate all your derelicts into one place.
Right. It's like Amsterdam and The Wire. all the degenerate, I guess, poor perverts are gonna be at the mall.
Food court flirting. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I love it. That could be, I see that as the whole, dude, we have to make this happen. We
yo, that is,
have to make this
I'm
happen.
down, dude. And you know what? Food court flirting sounds like a Nelly song too. like like he would make a song about that. Yeah, I'm food court flirting,
Yeah.
and that becomes like it takes off on its own thing for sure.
Food court flirting is about to be a whole web series. I swear to God, we're going to put
Dave,
this thing together.
let's take it
I'm
back to.
down. Look, I'm down to take the charge, a few drinking charges. You know what I mean?
But we're drinking inside. We're drinking inside. And also too, if you get some of these drinks, like you know what I do in New York, I get the big gulp from 7-Eleven, the cup, and I pour twisted teas in them because
oh shit!
because twisted tea just looks like a iced tea drink, and I get bombed off of those. And then you can also get like those seltzers now too. Just looks like Sprite. You throw some ice in there, and and
now you know
we're
what I
food court flirting.
realized. What I'm realizing, hearing you say that and hearing you process that. We're becoming those old men that, you know, are just kind of hanging out in obscure places, drunk, but nobody really bothers us because we're harmless. They just didn't think to put a camera on the shit to make it look like we were actually doing something. You know what I mean? Which that's probably just us being loud as opposed to being discreet. We're just being poor about it.
No, we just found the vacuum and we fill that vacuum. You know what I mean?
But
So
I'm so serious. We gotta find shopping malls and we gotta go drink in the food court. And food court flirting is about to be a thing, dude. All right. So we gotta make a YouTube channel. We gotta do that. I fucking love that whole concept, dude. I'm okay with it. I'm 37. What else are we gonna do? It's the pandemic. It's the I would hope that by me tearing down malls like this, right? If I were to ruin shopping malls, just build a statue of me as the guy who helped end commercialism. Only to find out, you know, I don't know, whatever is the reason for them to tear my statue down later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there'd probably be a million reasons, but
I
don't know. Maybe put a sign. Expires, tear this down. I don't know. I think you could like
self-destruction statues.
I think you could Jedi mind trick people into like reverse psychology. Whatever. Who knows?
Man, I don't know. All right, so speaking of, you know, being willing to take the drinking charge, because obviously, you know, well, I don't know. I think white and black together drinking in the mall, we probably pull it off. But I feel like everyone should have to do something like for a month or so. Like I think like everyone should have to experience like jail for at least like a month. Yep. I think everyone should have to experience being poor for like a month. I think everyone should have to. You should have to do every kind of job, just so that you can empathize with other people.
Yeah, and we talked about that. I told you in Israel, you got to serve 2 years in their military. So they don't mess around. And let me ask you this: what if you think that everybody had to spend a month in jail, like not scared straight, but like you got to spend a month? You think it'd be less people in jail?
Less in jail,
or more? Because they're like, I could do this.
I know people would be dealing with the pandemic a lot better. like because there's so much that just kind of acclimates you to on like, oh, okay, we're moving today. Like, oh no, we're not. Okay, we sit. You know what I mean? Or like, all right, everybody line up and we're supposed to eat now. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, everyone get in line and wait. Hey, I didn't get any. Yours is coming. You know what I mean? Like that whole shit that makes everybody flip out. I love like even the contactless deliveries that people do now. You know, you pay to have someone deliver food. They fucking ring the bell and put your food on the fucking floor.
Right.
And you open the door like an idiot and go, yeah, thank you. That shit would have never happened. When I used to deliver pizzas back in the 90s, if I would, you wouldn't dare put you wouldn't put the bag on the ground while signing a credit card receipt. That whole concept of putting someone's food on the floor was considered fucking disrespectful. So I remember like the first time, you know, ever seeing someone open a slit and slide a fucking tray in the thing on you. You go like, well, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And now people are paying for that on the outside. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's fascinating to me. But
And there's extreme value in seeing the deadness in a delivery boy's eyes to know that you're better than them. You know what I mean? Like that's of also supreme value. Be like, yeah, I'm doing better than this guy. So you want to see that look, horrible people.
yeah,
But,
yeah. Oh, I'm
but
trying to
now,
think whether you're doing better than that guy. But go ahead. I'm listening.
but I will tell you this. That's a perfect example why people who were in prison are handling this better. Dude, I am the typical fucking spoiled brat during this pandemic. I was fucking yelling and stomping my feet, throwing temper tantrums. Why can't I do that? I wanna do that. Dave, it was to the point I threw such a big fucking temper tantrum. I left the fucking state. I crossed the Mason-Dixon line so that I can go out to bars and
I'm
drink.
running away.
Yeah, I'm running away from home. I don't like it. You're being mean to me. That's exactly, dude. I was a spoiled fucking brat, and I still am.
Yeah, God, down south, they let me do whatever I want.
Yeah, these are my real parents now. And then, Dave, guess what? Then they go back on lockdown on Monday, and I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm done with you guys. I'm going back to my real home.
Oh my God, yo, that is so funny and so true. You definitely threw a tantrum and left.
Yep.
Well, New York will welcome you back with open arms. Come on
Yeah.
back. We'll throw a
And,
fucking party. But you're going to
and
be on punishment for 2 weeks.
that's
2
right.
weeks.
2
Go
weeks.
sit in that room and think about what you just did.
Exactly. Exactly.
Holy shit, man. You threw a whole temper tantrum. I sat still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
So
you've been in jail before, so that
but
makes
I don't know
sense.
whether that makes me compliant or whether that makes me like I don't
Nah,
know. I don't know how
Zen.
to
It makes
explain
me
it.
Zen Buddhist. I'm telling you, because now all I'm doing is fucking listening to Zen Buddhism and shit like that. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, that's the way to be. You are. We've talked about this. That's why you were my inspiration to think that black people have more peace of mind than white people. Because I'm such
That's
a
right.
fucking maniac. But it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. The black guys that I know just seem to be more like more peace of mind, and the white guys I know are more like fucking maniacs. So it's small sample size.
Well, and that's also going to lead me into another unpopular opinion that I wanted to talk about, just because usually, and this is a very old school, typical way of thinking. I'm very aware that they're black lawyers, but usually we see some sort of white attorney, and unfortunately, there's a lot of black people on the other side of the bench that, as a defendant. And we were talking about this where we think like, unpopular opinion, I think lawyers should have to have consequences for losing a case. Like if you take on a case, you took a retainer, you got paid, and you lost, like you should have to do some of that time. Or like, something should happen, bro. Like
Yeah,
you
there's
can't
levels for sure.
you don't just get to be because no one checks a lawyer's record.
Right.
Like I'll agree. I'll never go beyond a lawyer's website or the recommendation.
Yeah, you
Oh, this
find them
guy's
on
good.
billboards.
Yeah. Or if somebody told me, no, get this guy, he's good. All right, cool. But like, I don't know his record. You know what I
Right.
mean?
They should have like baseball cards with their stats on the back.
Or at least a like an ESPN for court. I would watch that. I think that's
Right.
what court TV was supposed to be. But I would watch a show of lawyers making big fuck ups in the courtroom, or like you could see the little nuances of the mistakes that they made and why they lost their case. You know what I mean? And then you follow them the same way. I feel like that's more valuable than the NBA. I mean, I love the NBA. I love everything, all the stats, but it's like, hey, these are the guys that are really fucking shit up here, losing cases and stuff like that.
Right. You know
There's
what's
a professional ethics. I know Brooklyn Center is actually in the lawyer industry. There's a professional ethics board. Yeah, but how do you make that like
what's interesting?
entertaining?
Yeah, so I was going to England every year during the summer to do comedy, and they have different. So all their leagues are connected. I think they have 3 leagues, and the top league is like Premier League, and then you have another league beneath that, and then another league beneath that. And you know what happens if you finish in the worst 3 teams of each league? They go down a league, and then the top 3 teams from the league, they go up a league. So you could be like, we could live in like a city like Liverpool or whatever, and our team finish in the bottom. They call it relegated. So maybe these lawyers, they get relegated down to like children's court or some shit like that.
Wow.
You get to be in the big leagues, but like if your record goes like below 500 for too long, like you go right down and you're fucking doing parking tickets for like 5
That
years.
is fascinating. Wow. Huh. I would think only comedy clubs had that kind of hierarchy. You'd be like, you know what? You're going back on the Monday show.
Yeah. But like, because our leagues are like NBA, NFL, they're just like top dog, like nothing. You can go to a practice squad, whatever, but you're not going to go down to like the Canadian Football League if you fucking suck. Like the Bengals should not be in the league. They should be in the CFL or some shit like that. But that team from the CFL should be in the fucking NFL. So if there's like what you're saying now, like if there's fucking consequences for you sucking, you go down. But we don't have that in the United States. So
yeah.
We just let losers fucking continue to be losers. It's like, no,
yeah,
motherfucker.
or at least just some sort of ass beating or something. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm with you.
The concept that they get to lose and keep going. All right, man. Well, look, we're done with practice. Speaking of moving up in the leagues, we're about to go ahead and get to that A League. All right, so I'm about to get to the first subject. All right, I'm gonna get back to you later on, comrade.
Sounds good.
A League time. Man. Dog, fucking food court flirting is gonna be the shit, y'all. Go subscribe to my YouTube from the rip because we got food court flirting. I'm doing it. Me and Conrad wearing bucket hats, drunk in the fucking food court.
Yo, that's gonna happen, B. That's gonna happen. I'm telling you, that's it, man. We just gonna go to the mall. We're gonna be them old cats. You're gonna have your hat on and everything. You know how you're gonna be the old dudes, really? Because once your dick don't work, you're not threatening. You understand what I'm saying? Once your dick don't work, you can say shit like, "You look good, girl. How you doing? Where you going?
Yeah.
You want some help with them bags? Want some help with them bags? I will help you, but my back is fucked up. I will help you. You know what I'm saying? But you look good.
You might have just figured out the key to it, and this is fucked up. We would be exploiting the shit out of it, but if we were in wheelchairs. We could look just like this. We could drink in public. No one fucks with somebody in a wheelchair, day drinking, anything. That motherfucker could almost ride over your foot. You motherfucker, but you just like, yo, go ahead, let him
This is my therapy beer. This is my therapy. Back up. I'm crippled. I can say it. I'm crippled, motherfucker. I'm crippled. You not. Shut the fuck up. Next word.
Yeah, you in a wheelchair, you can literally show up to your doctor drinking. He'd be like, okay, come on.
Yeah. Fuck it. You don't need to. Man. You don't need to buy. Anyway, we're gonna cut your feet off. They don't fucking work anyway. Take them shits. You should have took them years ago.
My man.
I'll lose the weight.
Man. Yeah, man. Cisco, what's your unpopular opinion this week?
Yo, here's the shit, man. Board games way better than video games right now. In 2020, board games way, and I'll tell you why. Every video game bear in mind, I'm talking about today's video games. Like if you buy a AAA like Last of Us 2, if you buy a new PlayStation 4 experience, every video game now guides you through the game. You understand what I'm saying? There's no random shit. There's nothing to do. You ain't got to think. You just sit there with your thumb, press the button, move here. You know what I'm saying? There's no real, but like if you play like fucking like the game of life, you got to imagine that shit. Exactly. Right. You sitting there, your brain's turned off. You just like, son, motherfucker, you get some Monopoly going?
My daughter is 15. That's all she do is sit there and watch somebody else play the games, and they just sit there for hours and hours, and it's just playing the game by herself talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she's watching. That's how bad we got. We now watch other people. That's how lazy we are. We watch other people playing the game for you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? No. You go on Twitch and you watch motherfuckers play the game. Now, let's Twitch motherfuckers playing Monopoly. Let's Twitch motherfuckers playing Monopoly. Somebody's getting hit. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody's getting hit. Pay this rent on Baltic Ave. Yo, pay this rent on Baltic. Yo, I swear to God, if you don't pay this fucking rent, I'm fucking your whole shit up. You watch it just to see. Just to see when the shit starts going. Just to see when it's like, yo, he's getting tight right now. He's getting tight.
Yeah, Monopoly never ends. It ends in a fight.
No. No. You get up and walk the fuck. Fuck all this shit, man. This shit ain't even real money. You know what I'm saying?
Board games are better than video
They're more
games.
visceral. They're
Holy
more visceral.
shit.
You get more into it. Play the game of life. Play fucking play Trouble. Remember Trouble?
Trouble,
Play
yeah.
Trouble. Get four motherfuckers and pop that fucking thing and play Trouble. You'll be lit. You'll be like, yo,
man.
what the fuck? So for all the
God
gamers out there,
damn,
because I'm telling you, B, go to do that throwback. Just go play Monopoly, play motherfucking, and you be like, yo, fuck out of here. But no, everybody want to sit there.
Yo, for
That's
all
it. The
the
fuck out of here. This is not living.
For
This
the
is not
people
living.
that is in this thing this weekend, play a board game with somebody in your household.
Yeah.
Just film it.
Play something that'll get y'all fighting.
Inbox me you playing a board game and let us know how it worked out for y'all. I'm so curious. I want to get some follow up on this, man. I know
I'm
y'all
telling you,
got
they'll have a lot. They'll have a lot of fun, man. Do a throwback. This is because normally I'm angry. This is a positive, unpopular opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing for you to do this weekend. Yeah, but you know it's for everybody to enjoy. It's for everybody to enjoy. Here's another unpopular opinion. I do this one real quick. If you outside eating right now in the middle of this pandemic, you a stupid motherfucker. The fuck you doing going outside to fucking sit in the street? You ever seen this shit? The restaurants are just putting fucking in the street. You sitting in the fucking street. There's a bus driving right fucking 2 feet from your fucking head because you sitting in the street because you want to have a margarita outside. The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you?
You think if you
How bad do you need a fucking margarita?
and some fake plants, I'm not gonna notice I'm in a parking spot right now.
Dave, there's literally starving rats running over your feet if you eating outside right now. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a sewer.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That guy's doing.
First of all, let's get this out the way. Let's get this out the way. If you have spent this whole fucking pandemic and now you're like, oh, I get to go outside, and you go to fucking like Applebee's?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You deserve diabetes if you go to fucking Applebee's. You know, I went to Applebee's. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to fucking Applebee's today. First of all, everything on that menu has a little triangle for the fucking salt. So everything in Applebee's is already over the salt requirement. You understand what I'm saying? Everything on the fucking. But we waited for a fucking. Check this shit out. We waited, and here's my real unpopular opinion. It's not my fault if you fuck up. Alright? They make you wait 45 minutes. Motherfucker, if you're waiting 45 minutes to sit at fucking Applebee's, you better be with somebody you really fucking. You understand what I'm saying? You better be on a date. That's the only fucking reason. Your girl better look at you and be like, yo, let's go to Applebee's. That's the only fucking reason. But if you're there like with your wife, if you're there like with your. What the fuck? You're gonna wait 45 minutes to sit outside and fucking Applebee's? Get the fuck out of here. Now, here's the best part.
What's up?
Here's the best part. This fucking. They tell you, we're gonna text you. They put you on a fucking waiting list for 45 minutes. They tell you, we're going to text you. You got 5 minutes to show up. So I stood there with my chick. I said, you know what? We're going to go. As we're leaving Applebee's, like, to walk away to come back. You know, you're going to come back, right? The lady's calling Gloria. I'm going to say her real name. I don't give a fuck about this bitch.
Yeah.
Gloria. Anybody seen Gloria? As we walking away, we're not 10 feet away before she moves on to the next person. I'm like, oh, it sucks to be Gloria. My dude, we come back 20 minutes later. 10 minutes after that, so this is a half fucking hour. We still waiting. Who the fuck you think walk up to Applebee's but fucking Gloria like, oh, I just got the text message. No, you didn't, bitch. No, you didn't. The fuck out of here. You had a half hour. You had 5 minutes. You can't come in a fucking half hour later and then try to take my fucking spot. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there just like, you know how you just try to be like a nice. Son, I'm watching this. I'm watching this bitch. I'm watching it. And I'm like, yo, they're going to try to fuck. And I'm here with my girl. So I'm like, I got to be cool. Like, put it this way. If it had been you and me at Applebee's, I'd have looked at this lady. I'd have been like, yo, ma, we good? You know what? You could take that. I was supposed to be next. And you might have got tight. You'd be like, yo, what's up? I'm like, nah, let's just be nice. Let this bitch eat. I don't give a fuck. It's Applebee's. Whatever.
Right.
I'm going to be polite. But I'm with my chick. I can't do that shit. So I'm like, Lord, please don't let this shit get twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't make me be an asshole. And I felt bad because the lady who worked at Applebee's, I could see she's like between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
So when like the next table opens up, she comes over to me just like, you know, I was like, nah, ma, I'm next. I ain't got shit to do with that. You said 5 minutes. I walked to the bank. I came back. That shit was over half an hour. I don't even want to hear that shit. And she was like, I got to talk to the manager. I was like, ma, you can take that shit to God. You can take that shit to Jesus. You can take that shit to Buddha. Bitch, I'm next. I'm sorry. But I didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah. And I was like, I'm purposely not looking over here, right? why Gloria got to be all in my business? You know how bitches talk,
Yeah,
but they talk like out of the side of their mouth.
Yeah.
That's fucking rude. And I just because I was with my chick, I was like, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna say nothing. But I want to turn around and be like, bitch, you had a fucking 5-minute window. You got a text message. Don't fucking look at me like I'm an asshole because you can't fucking tell time. And I'm supposed to fucking know. Bitch, I'm fat. I want my fucking riblets. Shut the fuck up. You lucky I'll smack the shit out of you for talking spicy right now. But I don't hit bitches.
I don't hit them.
But that's real shit.
Tell them where to find you
That's
at.
real shit.
Tell them where to find you at.
You can find me at Alderondo, man. Play board games at Alderondo.
Play board
on
games.
IG.
That motherfucker dropping.
God bless.
All right, good looking out, man. Thanks for weighing in. Holy shit. Yeah, man. I know what that is, too. That's a hot chick that's like, she used to be hot, and she's like, I'm used to motherfuckers being like, yo, all right, let him go. But he fat. He with his girl. He not with that shit, yo. Yo, play board games. That is crazy. I couldn't believe that the board games is better than the fucking video games. Goots!
What's up, man?
What's happening, man?
I'm just hanging out. I'm just chilling.
Man.
How about you?
I'm all right. Thanks for coming in. What's your unpopular opinion this week, man?
I don't know. Apparently, it's an unpopular opinion right now to like be like, yo, we shouldn't be having comedy because you tell that to comedians and they act like you just said like you want to fuck their mom or some shit. Yeah. So like I had a couple of comedians like get mad at me. One dude hung up the phone.
You think we shouldn't be having no comedy?
We like outdoor shows, but like if you do an indoor show, I think you're part of the problem. So
Okay. Well, now have you shut it all completely down, right?
Yeah, I'm doing an outdoor show tomorrow. It's my first show since March, so we'll see how it is. It's at QED. You ever been to QED?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing that tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But
right.
Other than that, like, yeah, I wouldn't do any indoor shows right now.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. I mean, you know that they shouldn't be indoors. It is funny that comics are like, they're struggling. They don't know where to go to hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of comics. They almost have like mental breakdowns because they're like,
because they don't know what else to do with themselves, man. You know what I mean? Like, do a puppet show. I don't know. Start an Instagram live. And put out
I don't know, like write a book or something.
Now, have you heard of any underground, indoor, or some wild shit that's been going on that's like not supposed to be publicized?
I mean, I think in New York I heard about a few, but I haven't like seen pictures or anything. But I heard there's a few.
You can't, which surprises me because nowadays everyone always wants to go live. Everyone always wants to have the clip. You know what I mean? So it's like, put the fucking phone down, crazy. I guess you'd still have to take people's phones at the beginning if you were going to try and do comedy indoors, because who's not going to take a picture? Who's not going to post?
Yeah, people want to brag about the crowd size, even though it's like, damn, that's too many people indoors. People still going to try to brag, you know?
Yeah. I do know a lot of people that got back on the road this weekend too, man. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
I saw, did you see those guys did a show in Arizona and everybody got infected at the show? The fighter and the kid? Yeah.
I did see that. And I was wondering whether, I thought when D.L. Hughley passed out on stage and tested positive for corona, that was like the thing to deter comics.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, you would think that this headliner passed out and had to be dragged off stage, and people would be like, "Oh, I shouldn't be going out." People just like, "Yo, I think there's a spot open tomorrow because that dude's in the hospital."
Comics are fucking savages, man. We don't care about anything but being on stage in front of people. Or is it the reaction, or do you think it's the just getting your shit off? You know what?
Like back in the day before the pandemic, I thought comics just like the attention and like comics like just want to perform. They're trying to grind. They're trying to really level up. But there's no leveling up right now. You're not going to be doing a show in Arizona and someone's going to give you an HBO deal if they don't know who you are. So at this point, I think it's like. It's just about attention at this point, you know?
Attention? Yeah.
It's just about attention. Like, you need to pay attention to me because no one's paying attention to me.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. See, I would like to think that's why I do this show, that I want the attention. But I honestly think I do it just to get my shit off, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I have a podcast, so I can say my shit too. Like, we definitely have to get our shit up, but like at the same time, I'm not going to drive to Texas and shove people in a room
To
just
get
because
my
I'm
shit
like, you
off
know
of
what, I feel lonely.
strangers.
Yeah, just so I can get like 10 minutes of validation and then get back on a plane and be like, yo, they thought I was funny. I gotta go to the hospital now, but at least they all thought I was
Right,
funny.
right. And every
Yeah.
little cough and ache and pain, you're like, oh shit, I think I fucked up. Was it worth it? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like doing comedy now indoors is the equivalent of like hitting a one night stand raw, where you're like, ugh,
Yeah.
you're gonna regret that, and you're always gonna feel uncomfortable. Like, was that worth it? Should I have done that?
You know, I feel like there's gonna be like a documentary 30 years from now, and they're gonna be like, there's gonna be some comedian. He's like old and like has breathing problems, like a show, and the filmmaker gonna show them a picture, like, yo, you did this sold out club in Arizona. It's like biggest mistake of my life, motherfucker. Like they're
That
gonna have
was
a
the
group of
point.
comedians
Everything
as old
changed.
men. Yeah, and like
No,
they're gonna show the picture in the documentary, and like younger people are gonna be like, I can't believe people were this stupid back then. You
right,
know?
right. No doubt, man. I love it, man. Thanks for weighing in. Where can they find you at, man?
Ray Goots on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Ray. Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
that is fucking hilarious though, to know the point in your career, like if this becomes something really bad that has long-term lasting effects, the point in your career was a gig in Arizona. That was the point that changed everything, because I should have took that gig and now I'm infected for life. Yum, what's happening, baby?
Hey, wait, now I need, okay, I gotta put my earpieces in. My mother, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My mother just called me and it throws my sound off because I have a shitty ass Note 10 and it throws my sound
A
off.
Note
But
10? I thought you was an iPhone person, girl.
no, I'm not an iPhone. I'm an Android girl. Um, and I will always be an Android girl.
Android people and Apple people, I don't think they can like date. I don't think they can be in a relationship together.
Oh, really?
It's two
Well,
completely different hemispheres of the brain, two completely different ways of
absolutely,
thinking.
but I promise you, probably the guys with the biggest dicks are on Androids because Androids are super ghetto, but they take a great photo. Hi
Oh,
guys.
oh shit! There might be something to that. Like, you gotta have a broken an Android phone with a cracked screen means you got a big dick.
Yes, 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 yes.
All right, so Yam, what's your unpopular opinion this week, love?
Well, I have an unpopular opinion, I guess, every week. I don't know. I didn't have anything. I didn't know. I guess my unpopular opinion this week would probably be um, I don't know, everything I think is popular. Well, I know Cardi B got into some situations because she used the C word.
Shit, I don't even
That
know the C
it's
word.
I know you can't even hint at words anymore, but she
Shit.
used the C word to describe her daughter's eyes, if you understand now. Like,
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
like
Oh shit.
Asian,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Asian-y and
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I grew up. We use that word a lot. White,
Mm-hmm.
black, and everybody. Just in Maryland, there was a lot of words we probably shouldn't have used, and I didn't understand that it was actually a slur until my teacher told me in like fifth grade, and we never used it as like a slur. I mean, we always, you just said it. You didn't think anything about it.
Right, right. You know what's
So
so
you
funny
didn't.
about that? Do you know where that word came from? Like, it's a sailor's term. So in the bows of the ship, the little slits that let light into the bows of the ship,
Yeah.
the nautical term for that slit is chink. You can look that up. It is a nautical
Okay.
term. And they
Yeah.
went around the world. And obviously, when they got to those Polynesian islands and they saw people
Hmm.
with eyes like that, they just threw that term out there.
You like the one random nigga that be knowing stuff. You the nigga that get to speak in the little group of niggas with that be knowing all the facts. And the Caucasians, they had the reason why they bones don't work because the fifth element of the third star and the regress spirit.
I'm
And
a,
then be a pack of
I'm a
niggas that's going,
smart
yep,
hood
yep.
nigga. I'm a smart hood nigga. What you want from it, man?
No, I
You
love it.
know. There was plenty of us. So you from Maryland, so you know it's a lot. And you from
Yeah,
Aberdeen. I know Aberdeen.
I never underestimate, but I'm not like that anyway. I don't have any regard or respect a person when it comes to that, because I know you can find, what we often consider book smart or as different than savvy, and street smarts is different, and what we value the most is not always a thing we should value, because I think a lot of people that are book smart, they know how to retain information, but they don't necessarily know how to be the person giving information. So it's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
difference.
Somebody said I'm the dude from Reading Rainbow. That's hilarious. LeVar Burton never been in trouble, by the way. You want to pay attention to somebody's career. That
Yeah.
nigga did it right.
Well,
Star
because
Trek,
he was dealing with
Roots.
kids for a long time, and then as soon as he got done with the kids, they made him the blind nigga on Straw Track. So it's really hard to get into trouble when you around a bunch of pesky ass kids you don't want to fuck with, and then you a blind nigga that can't see nobody for you. So they kept his career real restricted.
He only had to do 4 projects, y'all. Only did 4. Roots, Reading Rainbow, Star Trek, and I might have even fucked up. Right? Only been them 3. Shit.
Right. It could have been them 3. I mean, yeah, he's never played. I would have liked to maybe see him play like a bum nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he could
Yeah,
have.
but I'm just saying, TMZ ain't never caught this nigga nowhere out the dinner,
No,
nothing.
no,
Nobody
no.
ever even said LeVar Burton gave me a shitty tip. Nothing.
No, no. They caught everybody. They tried to get Mr. Rogers hemmed up in some shit. I mean, they couldn't make it stick, but they tried. I don't even think anybody tried to get LeVar Burton hemmed up in that. Like they was like, so wait a minute, hold on a second. You mean Mr. Rogers is a nigga that live with a train, an imaginary train that goes back and forth, and he wears
Right.
sweaters, and he ain't fucking little kids? Nah, son. Nah,
Look,
son.
they even tried to get Elmo, and that nigga wasn't even on camera. He was just like this.
Like this is
And
this nigga.
they was like, you.
No, and here's a fun fact, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of tea. I'm not supposed to give this tea.
Okay.
Now, the guy who was Elmo, who did Elmo, Kevin Clash, he literally married the girl that grew up across the street from my mother. That was a friend of my mother's growing up.
Okay,
And
okay.
so I was actually at their wedding, and there was Captain Kangaroo there. Like there was really like
At the
it was a
wedding.
kid friendly. I remember it being a kid friendly wedding, like when you could go and like people like don't bring them niggas. Like they would put that on the invite. Don't bring them niggas. We don't need these niggas here. We got a daycare. We ain't feeding no niggas. Like I just remember that being a really kid friendly environment, and I think at that time he was working on Sesame Street. Anyway, I only know him to have been a lovely man the few times that I met him. And a very nice man. So this wasn't scandalous, like, oh, I know the tea. I'm just saying I was
Okay. Hold
at
on.
their
So
wedding.
which dude we talking about though? Because
Kevin Clash.
I thought the dude that did Elmo was gay though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He was married.
That's
I'm
the
not
tea.
laughing at
See,
that. I'm just saying
that's
there's
what we been
plenty of
talking
niggas out
about.
here.
Oh my God, that's exactly what we was talking about at the beginning of the live, man. It's the rich people, it's the quiet ones that you got to watch, man, because they
Yeah.
know. They be knowing them
Yeah.
companies. They be having them VPN companies that can hide all of their internet shit. They know the companies that build panic rooms, and they like
Yes.
you don't even know where to go to get no panic room, y'all. You don't know who to call.
No, well, let me tell you something. If I need a panic room, I just take this wig off. See, that's the thing. I always know how to get in panic mode. But 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna find me nowhere where there's a motherfucking panic, because I don't already clocked where the problems are. So I've been on, like, even when the firecrackers were happening all the time over here, people were sleeping. They're like, oh no, it's just firecrackers. And I was like, oh no, that's the government getting us ready for war. Like, that's not really firecrackers. That's like some government shit that's happening, and y'all niggas asleep.
What's the other thing that they're doing right now where everybody like yells and screams out of their window at a certain hour for essential workers? Are they still doing that?
No, and you know, it's so funny that you say that, because I was like, when is this shit going to end? Because, you know, we ain't got no cure. They talking about it's going to be years before we get a cure. I definitely stopped screaming at probably day 3. I just would open my window up to watch other niggas get involved. You know, let me tell you how ignorant people are. So there's a nigga in one of my buildings here, white nigga.
Right.
He done made himself the Ringling, Barliman, Barely, Ringling Circus nigga to round up all the other niggas and start screaming. So, like, 10 seconds before 7 o'clock, like at 6:59 and like 50 seconds, this nigga starts a countdown that nobody asked him to start. Okay, everybody, 10, 9. And I was like, oh, this nigga, like, he gonna try to tell this story to his grandkids that he was the person that rallied the troops to applaud for the damn workers, the hospital workers, who, by the way, if they doing their motherfucking job, don't hear you niggas anyway. And then somebody's like, oh, well, no, they doing it at 7 o'clock because that's when they switch shifts. I'm like, yeah, they switch shifts, but the niggas don't start walking outside at 7 o'clock. They
Right.
clock out at 7 o'clock, and then I got to put the regular screens on. So you niggas need to be doing this shit at like 7:30, 7:45 when niggas really go. You know, no nigga get off their job and be right outside like that.
You gotta punch you gotta go get changed. You might have to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
and they got to scrub off all that motherfucking COVID. And
You know,
shit.
you got to call home and let them kids know that house better be clean. I don't want to kill
Yeah,
one of you
take that chicken
motherfuckers.
out. Big Daddy coming home. Get the breast ready. Get my slippers ready. I want the dog inside and peed already. I want to see that nigga nowhere. Tell your mama to put
Yo,
good
it's
panties
bugging.
on. It's Friday.
I
Like,
love it.
yeah.
Yam, I love it. Thank you for weighing in this week. Where can they find you at, love?
They know where to find me.
Yeah.
At my house. Because I ain't no fucking where. You ain't going to find me. I ain't got no road gigs coming up. My calendar is wide motherfucking open, other than the fact that I keep having to tape projects and shit because niggas think I'm Harpo Studios with the damn lights and cameras, and I'm my own makeup crew and head of the team and publicists and shit like that. So whatever I'm doing now, you won't see it until like whatever. I have a couple of things that are coming out, but in terms of shows, I'm doing nothing nowhere. I'm at my house doing nothing.
All right. So, thanks, love. Thank you so much for weighing in.
Nice seeing you, babe.
Take care. That is so funny that you can. Yeah, you wasn't doing that for them. You was doing that for you. 7 o'clock. They not on the street yet. They not ready. They still gotta finish up work. Like, the only way you can be off work at 7 and be outside by 7 is if you quit on the spot. Yo, fuck this job, I quit. That's the only way it's happening. Brandon, what's up, man?
What's going on?
This feel like a true radio show. Long time listener, first time caller, man. What's your unpopular opinion this week, buddy?
Rocky is not the best champion. He's not a good. He's not even a good. He's not a good champion.
All right, now this is about to turn into a real Philly Pittsburgh conversation. I'm almost highly offended by what you just said here. You're gonna have to back this shit up. What's up?
He ducked Clubber Lang for 5 years.
Ooh.
He wasn't the number one contender whenever Apollo Creed gave him a title shot. Because Apollo actually took care of whoever the number one contender was. Apollo already beat him, so there was nobody else. He basically cleared out the division. Gives Rocky a chance, gives him a second chance, and then Rocky just doesn't fight anybody for 5. He just fights that row of people for 5 years until he finally gets Clubber Lang, loses. Then he has to get the guy that actually gave the number one contender shot. They have to go trade with him to finally fight.
Fuck! I couldn't see it. I was seeing it through my dumb Philly goggles.
And then on top of that, he didn't throw in the towel in an exhibition match, which he should have. Let the guy that trained him for the number one contendership die for him to fight somebody else.
Oh my God, I've never watched it that way. Fuck.
No.
You just ruined Rocky for me.
I'm a Clubber Lang fan.
Shit, man,
Because
you
he had to.
just
You figure he had to wait 5 years, knock out everybody else, and keep on trying to do. It's like, yo, I'm right here. I'm ready.
his
So, you know,
line. Clubber Lang had the best line in the fucking world where he goes, when he tells that woman, he said, "That ain't no real man. I'm a real man. Give me a shot. I'll tell that one. I bet you get more pipe from the plumber than
yeah. Hey, woman. Hey, woman. I bet you. Why don't you bring your pretty little self back to my apartment? And I'll show you what a real man is like.
My apartment too. He
Mm-hmm.
knew Rocky was rich by this time. Rocky was rich, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Come back to my apartment. Let me give you some of this poor." This is what Jan was just talking about. That Android cracked screen dick.
Yeah. He lives alone. He trains alone. He fights alone.
With no sleeves on his tuxedo.
Right. Come back, get it. You hit Clubber Lang if you got a couple feathers in your hat whenever you walked out.
Jesus Christ, man. He just fucking ruined Rocky for me, man. And I gotta fucking love it. Unpopular opinions. Anything can happen on this show, man. Thanks for weighing in. Tell them where they can find you at, Brandon.
Thanks. Brandon Laughs Last on IG. The Comedy Styles of Brandon Johnson at YouTube and on Facebook, Brandon Johnson.
All right, man. Thank you so much for weighing in. Jesus Christ, man. I love it. These motherfuckers. That's what I love, getting into everybody's little mindsets and finding out. This motherfucker ruined Rocky for me, man. Look, we're not even going to do the game today. We're going to run all the way to the end. This motherfucker ruined Rocky for me. I'm from Philly. I can't believe that shit just happened, man. I can't believe that shit just happened. Mike,
Yeah,
did you hear this shit? You're from Philly. This dude, he's fucking making valid points. He just destroyed Rocky.
Hey, bro, I was listening to 7 Minutes by Bo Burler today, so, I mean, I can't even like, I just gotta look around at Philly right now and be like, he's not even that wrong. This place is kind
That's losing his charm. All right, we running low on time because of the live. So what's your unpopular opinion this week, Mike?
well,
The millennial voice.
yeah, so everyone out here is just, like we got Drew Brees and everyone out here complaining about the fucking national anthem. Bro, if you care about the national anthem, you're such a dork. It's the most, first of all, it's the most Pavlovian song of all time. Everyone stands up for it. It's so Pavlovian. Like, relax a little.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Dude, when I was in school, we used to have to sing it in the morning, and you just kind of mumbled it. You didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And then you had the teacher doing the falsetto with a little tear in her eye because her son was in death. Fucking ridiculous.
And to be honest with you, what mood are we setting with that at the beginning? This is not exactly a get the party started.
No, it's about a war. It's about how the British kicked our ass and almost took the country back.
This isn't exactly the Black Eyed Peas, let's get retarded. You know what I
No.
mean?
I'd much rather listen to the Bun B song with the presidential thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Holy shit. That is, you're a dork. You are a dork if you care about the national anthem.
Still, how do you bump to that? There's no bass, there's no hi-hats, there's no beat drop. Get an electric guitar, please. Fucking get it to the 20th century.
And it's weird to have, because even if you were in the military, thank you for your service, everything, but there's no way you're going to tell me that was the best time of your life. I love this song because it takes me back to a happier time. Nah, dude, that shit was brutal.
No, my arm is over there is what takes you back to that fucking time. Like, literally. Don't even start with that. You know you're traumatized. Why do you want to listen to a song? It's like going on Twitter just to get in a fight. It's like, why do you want to listen to a song that takes you back? It's like listening, what the fuck? Yo.
My arm is over there.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you're like, amen, these colors don't run.
Oh my God, dude. I fucking love it, man. I'm so glad this show came out the way that it did. Mike, thank you so much for weighing in this week, man. I love this, guys, man. All right. Appreciate it. Jesus Christ, man. Conrad, there's only 55 seconds left. I'm going to try to pull you in real fast so you can say goodnight, man. But if it doesn't pull in fast enough, this has been a great show. You guys have no idea the energy, how tired we are, but that is my arm is over there. I don't think you can close anything bigger, man. 30 seconds left, Conrad. Come on in. Say goodnight, man. Did you
All
enjoy
right.
the show tonight?
Yeah, that was great. That was
Holy
great.
shit.
This is the way that it's supposed to be, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna I gotta go and look at it now and determine whether I want to post this or we said something crazy.
No,
I'm
nothing
giggling,
was
so I
crazy.
know we had a good time but I
Yeah,
don't remember everything that was said. But I know for me to
dude.
be laughing this hard, some
Yeah.
wild shit was said.
No, I was gonna try and bring up Louis Farrakhan, but never got to that. So we definitely didn't say anything too crazy.
All right, good night, man. Good night.